What's up, guys? This is Rich from Team Elite Savage. Me and my buddies have been getting into GOAT format a lot, and obviously I play him for nobles in the modern format, so I'm going to play Warrior Toolbox for GOAT. I'm going to clap at everybody with this deck. This deck is just like, it's so good. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my deck profile, and let's get to it.
Guys, before we continue with this video, make sure you guys go check out your playmat. They have the most amazing, beautiful sleeves. They feel amazing. They're super cool, and they can actually customize sleeves however you guys want. If you guys want to put your team logo, if you guys want to put your own original design on them, whatever you guys want to put, you guys can definitely get that done. And if you guys want to get 10% off, you guys can use Elite 10 YP to get 10% off of any purchase around the whole store. I think that these sleeves are amazing. They're beautiful, and if you guys definitely want to get your some, make sure you guys do. Link will be down in the description. Guys, you already know. Let's go.
Alright guys, so we're going to get into this deck profile right away. Obviously, we got to start off with the best boss monster in GOAT. This is BLS. Every deck should be running this card if you can. It's just non-target spot removal and can just OTK your opponent. It's just such a good card. You can attack twice, and it's really easy to make in this Chaos Warrior variant. This is Collector Rare First Edition. Obviously, you already know. Next, we got Chaos Sork. This is going to be my French Turbo Pack one. Such a good card as well. A lot of Warrior decks don't run this card, but I feel like it just outs a lot of cards that this deck has trouble with, like spies and goats and stuff like that. And I feel like I just wanted to play two boss monsters in the deck. Next, the bread and butter of the deck, 3 Secret Blade Knights. This card is just basically your win condition against every single flip effect Chaos Turbo deck, which is probably the most ran deck and considered the best deck at GOAT. This card is so good. It has a lot of synergy with this deck because you run a lot of battle traps, and its attack is 2k when you have 1 or less cards in your hand. So just a really, really good card to have. Second, we're running 3 Kaiku. This card is absolutely necessary to beat Chaos decks. You banish from their graveyard when you do damage, and they can't summon any of their Chaos monsters. On top of that, it's also 1800 attack, which is really strong for a level 4 monster. And it's a dark, so this is how you get your Chaos monsters out. You just have a lot of light and dark monsters. Second, this is my favorite card in the entire deck. We got an ulti first ed Mystic Swordsman. This card's just insane against your flip effect monsters. A lot of times when you're trying to push for damage, your Blade Knight gets turned off because you summon another monster, because it only negates flip effect monsters if it destroys it and it's the only monster on the field. Also, this card will come out of nowhere when you see Gravekeeper Spies. You just summon it and attack. It always baits out like a Sakuretsu armor when they set a card. So even though it's kind of small, you have your battle traps to protect it, and it's just really good. I run Call by the Grave, and I run a Premature Burial, so it's used to recycle these cards back in Exiled Force. Those cards are just like really good utility cards to kind of just out problematic threats. Next, not a warrior monster, but the card is absolutely necessary. This is a Skilled Dark Magician. The reason why you run this card is because it just bullies Suk. Tsukiyomi can single-handedly kill like every monster in this deck except for Skilled Dark Magician and DD Warrior Lady and Zalug, but most of your high attack monsters only have 1000 defense. So it's really hard to get over even when they book a moon it. So I really like this card. It's also another dark monster for your fodder. Next, we run the 1 DD Warrior Lady. This card is just used to out problematic monsters by banishing them. It comes up a lot, and that's what we mean by Warrior Toolbox. It just has a lot of answers to problematic cards. Next, we have an Exiled Force. This card, you tribute itself to pop a monster on the field. Priority is a thing in GOAT, so it's just really good spot removal. You play 1 Tribe Infecting Virus. I play this card. A lot of people don't play this card, but it outs Gravekeeper Spy and Scapegoats. So I just wanted to have some main deck outs to to those problematic cards. I run a Secret Breaker. Every deck should be running this card. It's completely broken. It usually just trades 2 for 1. It's a monster and pops a back row, so it's just really strong. I run 1 Donzalug. This card usually just kind of like advances your tempo, because when you're already ahead, you start ripping cards from your opponent's hand. It's basically Smoke Grenade of the Thief for GOAT. Really good card, but you don't want to see too many of it. It's only good when you already have tempo. Another good thing is as a 1500 defense stat lineup, so it's hard to beat over. Like Soup can't get over this. Lastly, we got First Ed Ulti Seisuk Grandmaster. This card is really good for Gravekeeper, Spy, and Spirit Reapers. That's why it's in there at 1. You just want to have utility in it. But the main monsters that you usually go for off your roted targets are probably going to be your Exiled Force and your Blade Knight, depending on what kind of situation you're in. Alright, so that's it for the monster lineup. Next, every GOAT deck has to play the Trinity. We got Delinquent Duo, Graceful Charity, and Ulti First Pot of Greed. These are the power spells of the deck that just kind of get you far ahead. You definitely want to see these cards. Next, we have 2 Rhoda. Basically search anything in the deck and also thins your deck so you can see your power cards a bit sooner. Run Knock. Says no to flip effect monsters. This card's completely dead against warriors. You always want to side this out. One Premature, First Ed, gotta run it. Just helps you recycle some of the 1-ofs that you run. 1 Ulti MST. I typically try to save my MST for Snatch Steals, especially when they try to go battle. This card's really good. Speaking of Snatch Steal, have to run this card. It changes tempo, really good. Heavy Storm. Back row removal, it's at 1. Ring of Destruction. A lot of people don't like this card because you run 3 Judgments. I think this card is still really, really good. It's an instant removal card. Nothing to say about it. Call the Haunted. Just like Premature Burial, you can activate it in battle phase and catch your opponent off guard. 1 Mirror Force. 3 Trap Dust Shoots. I main this card. It's all about tempo. Once you start recycling their monsters back, they just become so far behind. And the ability to look at your opponent's hand, it's like Aqua Dolphin for GOAT. Next, we got the 3 Ulti Judgments. This is just your no card. They try to activate Torrential Tribute. Nope. They try to activate Mirror Force. Nope. I don't run Torrential Tribute in my deck because it means that you're behind. You want to just run cards that keep you up with your tempo, and this just answers every card. Last but not least, 3 of the Super Sakuretsu Armors. Just battle traps. A lot of times you bait your opponent out with a Donzalug in attack position or a Mystic Swordsman. They're not winning. That's it for my Chaos Warrior Toolbox deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's just a really, really strong deck for the GOAT format. So just let me know what you guys think.